Hello and welcome to the 6th concert in the Barn Presents series. Thank you to everyone who has supported us so far through this lockdown, to all the artists, to all the directors, to all the writers, composers. It has been a whirlwind of a time and we are so proud to present our 6th concert. It feels like yesterday that we presented our first. So, as usual, tonight's concert is in aid of the Barn Theatre charity. If you would like to donate, you can do so at www.barntheatre.org.uk/SOB. So, tonight's concert is celebrating the music of up-and-coming musical theatre writer Dominic Powell. I have had the pleasure of knowing Dominic for about 6-7 years. When I think it was 2014 that I went to his concert, his rehearsed reading of Rosemary Lane back at Central, I think. And actually, I'm going to go to Dominic now just to see if that's correct. Dominic, welcome. And am I actually saying the truth here, or am I making false things?
It was 2014 in the upper room as a rehearsal room at Central that I think we first actually met in person.
Crazy. It literally seems like yesterday.
Yeah, it's flown by, totally.
And now, 6 years later, once again, you were about to put on a full-scale production of your latest musical, Cases.
Yeah.
Weren't you? What happened? Like, tell us all about it.
COVID happened. A global pandemic. But yeah, it was just one of those things, really. I think because everyone's in that position where there is no theatre at the moment. There was some sort of solace in that, but it is a bit, heartbreaking. But I'm just glad that we were able to get so much support. We were able to get some content and material. We've got an amazing cast, an amazing team, and we're just ready just to kind of, as soon as the time is right and theatres are opened and it's safe, we're ready to put it on again in some way.
So it's going to happen. For everyone out there, it is definitely going to happen. It's just waiting to see when.
Definitely will happen, yeah.
Because you had an amazing lineup for that show.
Yeah, we were just really blessed, with all the casting. We kind of sent a lot of emails out, a lot of agents. We kind of spread our nets, and we got some really good responses back. And just really blessed to be working with 4 incredible artists. Some, an earlier start of their careers, some veterans who've had tons of West End experience, and it's just great to have a melting pot of artists and then to explore quite a unique story as well about artists exploring what it means to face life and to have unprecedented circumstances like COVID-19. So to have that experience and wealth of experience and emerging artists within the cast is just it's incredible.
Perfect. And obviously we're going to see some of the cast, luckily, in this concert. And obviously, we're going to hear a bunch of your songs, ranging from obviously your earlier work all the way up to your present day and some songs from Cases itself. But why don't you talk us through the 2 songs that we're going to hear first?
Cool. The first 2 songs, we've got I Have to Go and Shining Star. They're from the first musical I ever wrote back in 2010. And it's basically a musical exploring 3 angelic brothers, Lucifer, Gabriel, Michael, and there's a war in heaven, and there's this onslaught that happens against mankind. So the 2 songs kind of come in the midst of that. We've got I Have to Go, which is about God the Son making this decision to leave heaven, this place of power and prosperity, and to be on what that decision is like. And then Shining Star is we've got Joseph, Mary, all these wonderful parts of the nativity story, but there's an aspect of the story which I think is crucial. So I wanted to write a song kind of exploring what it meant from that aspect of the nativity storyline.
That sounds incredible. Why has that not been on stage? Why and where can we see this?
There's a lot of complicated rights and stuff like that. It's adapted, so we're just working with the partners at the moment and just trying to find the right time to do it and what's the best adaptation for the story. Hopefully it'll be there soon. It's obviously been a long time.
Well, as I said, it sounds like a phenomenal musical, and I know I would definitely love to watch it. So, okay, without further ado then, shall we hear these songs? So, Dominic, do you want to do us the pleasure of introducing the first 2 songs of this amazing concert?
Yes. So the first song is I Have to Go, sung by the wonderful Oliver Savile. And the next song is Shining Star, performed by KT Ramshaw.
Could choose to run away. See, there's a Paul I cannot crucify, a pain of innocence, the thought of ignorance. Questions start to tantalize. Is this a plan that's worth my dignity? Away from unity into humanity, but I have to go. I have to find a way. I have to do my Father's will. I'm on my own, but on my way. Bundles of uncertainty tried to grip my mind and steal my heart, a pain of impotence, the thoughts of inference. Doubts grow and intensify, a plan of helplessness and infancy, away from unity, stripped of humility. But I have to go, I have to find a way. I want to do my Father's will. I'm on my own and on my way. Maybe this is something here sublime. This greatness in disguise. I won't thwart this plan because I realize this is my destiny. This is meant for me. I will understand your perfect plan for me. I will perform complete all you ask, though I'm on my own. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Millions of atoms of which I consist, helium, hydrogen together mixed. I had a location to which I was fixed. But what do you say I am? Why don't you understand? I'm not just a shining star, burning bright from afar. I help to make who you are, 'cause I brought the Messiah. It wasn't just wise men in a group of three, but the entire content of eternity that put all its trust relying on me. But what do you say I am? Why don't you understand? I'm not just a shining star, burning bright from afar. I help to make who you are, 'cause I brought the Messiah. his knee. So looking at me would drive all the fear. I have to be present, I have to appear. But what do you say I am? Why don't you understand? I'm not just a shining star, burning bright from afar. I help to make who you are, 'cause I brought the Messiah. I'm not just a shining star, burning bright from afar. I help to make who you are, 'cause I brought the Messiah. I'm not just a shining star. I'm not just a shining star. I'm not just a shining star. I'm not just a shining star.
So, welcome back. Now we have two very, very special guests. First up, we have Maiya Quansah-Breed and Andrew Patrick Walker. And the beauty of this is they were both supposed to be in Cases, which was Dominic's musical, which, yeah, I can see Maiya doing the tear signs, that was supposed to be on. Maiya, Andrew, welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
So I will start by going to you, Andrew. How's this been? Obviously, you were, I think, about to go into rehearsals, or you had done some. I saw the beautiful photo of you all, of the very classy promotion image, and then COVID hit. So how's it been?
Yeah, it's been, I mean, really sad. Obviously, we'd had maybe one or two little rehearsals, so we kind of got a sneak peek to get into the music and the cast, and everyone was amazing, and listening to everyone sing, and then kind of maybe a few days before rehearsal, all of this kind of just went bam. So yeah, but this is a great platform to get to show Dominic's work and get to sing and just and share it, because we want to get it out as much as possible.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And we've been hearing some of the songs already, and they're incredible, absolutely incredible. And so are both of yours. It's I said Dominic, and just talking about him, with like he's over there on my screen, without him hearing. His work is so. So different in the terms of his styles. Like he starts with one style and does something different, and he plays around every song, every musical sounds different, and there's such a variety in his work that it brings so much energy and different points of view to his work, and it's great to see that. And Maiya, how have you found, obviously, having this kind of height of Cases about to start and then it kind of fall off a cliff? How's it been?
It was so disappointing, but I was yes, I was sad for us as the cast, but I was just gutted for Dom, because the creative process that has gone in behind Cases. This has been years in the making. This hasn't just been a couple of months. This has been years of his life putting into this work, and for it to finally be able to be showcased, and for us able to tell the story of Cases, and then for it not to go ahead. I know everything happens for a reason, and COVID and whatnot, but it was just so disappointing, and it was just annoying as well, because I was just so ready to get my teeth, and I know we all were, into fresh, new material and new British material as well. So for it to not happen because of a global pandemic, which is just incredibly unfortunate, because who plans for that? Nobody plans for that. So I guess the thing is that we are all in the same boat, but it still doesn't make it any easier or more manageable. But
No, completely. And before obviously you two came on, me and Dominic were talking earlier about the fact that Cases will have a life. It will go to stage. This isn't the end of the musical.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, Dom, obviously we're going to be hearing 6 songs next. Why don't you, obviously you've heard about 2 of them being sung by the phenomenal Andrew and Maiya. Dom, do you want to tell us a little bit about the other 4?
Yeah. So we've got Hoi Polloi, which is another song from Cases. It talks about an artist's journey, rediscovering what it means to be an artist away from fame and that whole world. We've got Crazy, which is a song from Rosemary Lane, which is the musical we first connected on.
Yep.
And that's the aftermath of the Jack and Jill nursery rhyme exploring mental health. And this is Jill convincing Jack that although he's had a psychotic episode, he's still loved. We've got a song called Unknown, which I wrote a couple of years ago. It's kind of is quite resonant to a lot of the things, a lot of the conversations we're having at the moment with regards to Black Lives Matter. And then we've also got a song called Clocks, which I wanted to dedicate to anyone who's lost a loved one as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Amazing. Well, I guess I know for myself, I always say this, but I am very excited to hear all the songs. So, Andrew, Maiya, would you do us the complete honour and introduce the next 6 songs?
Absolutely. I will go first.
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
The alphabet one.
Go for it.
So the first one is Burst Through Life, which will be sung by me. And then the second song is Heightened, which will be sung by the incomparable Maiya Quansah-Breed. And then third, it's Hoi Polloi, sung by Waylon Jacobs.
And the following 3 is Crazy, sung by Courtney Stapleton, my fellow Six sister. Unknown by the amazing person to my left on this screen is Dominic Powell, the writer of Cases extraordinaire. And the final song is Clocks by James Hameed, Josh Dever and Ryan Heenan.
The phone call is cut, alarm misses the beat, your email blocks, meetings move, the post falls at another door and you're scrambling not to lose. You find a lover trampling on your heart, you find your family torn apart, and you can't find answers to explain. But you are only one body, you can't count for more. Seasons of life will change, reasons and rights will arrange. When you let go and leave the past, you'll find the blows will ease and pass. You're moving forward as you burn and burst through life. The doctor finds a flaw, the king shifts a law, the bank closes, your boss imposes. You miss the game at its final score and you're gambling not to lose. You miss the train and the coach departs. You catch the plane but a rumble starts. You try to conquer every ounce of pain, but you are only one body, you can't count for more. It's not the end of your story, there is lots in store. 'Cause seasons of life will change, freedom and strife interchange. You gotta break that mold, fight that cold, find that gold, sustain that hold. No longer cornered, you can turn and burst through life. Through life. Rivals trail and competition thrives. Idols fail, a reputation dies. So hold your head up high and don't look far and wide. You're worth the prize and not the compromise. Don't lose your inner guide. Unlock the beauty inside. Remember who you are with pride. And when the pressure starts oppressing, rise. You are only one body, you can't count for more. It's not the end of your story, there is lots in store. Even if you're losing the battle, you can win the war. It's not the end of your story, so stand for your encore. 'Cause seasons of life will change, greetings and signs will exchange. When you let go and leave the past, you'll find the blows will ease and pass. No longer cornered, you can turn and burst through life. You can burst through life.
Inside out, I'm questioned. Every fiber of my being uncertain. Outside, around, a sensor is crawling under my skin. The road which leads to my memory has rolled a gate right in front of me, with an invite to reflect on my weakness, doubting mind, fooling strength. I'm tightened, stretch beyond feeling. I'm frightened with the fear of not knowing. Inside out, I'm changing. The doors of my thinking revolving. Outside, around, a pressure reveals what's hiding within. The road which leads to recovery has rolled my path of discovery. Will a new stance determine position? A brave second chance, all fate make petition. I'm tightened, stretch beyond feeling. I'm frightened with the fear of not knowing. I'm heightened, unsure of my doing. I'm heightened, but seen a new sighting, which selects a bright future to come, and deflects every pain of my past. So I'll inspect what it means to have promise, waving to hindsight and kissing regrets, and I'll neglect the role of a victim, and I'll accept my goal of freedom. I'm heightened to tell a different story. I'm heightened on the edges of glory. I'm heightened, I'm writing my story. I'm heightened, designing my glory. I'm heightened, I'm heightened, I'm heightened, heightened.
The stars align, I'm getting out the dark. The promised kingdom rolls a broken path. With bated breath, I seize a second chance. If I befall tragedy, will I upset history? Flirting with fate, ruining the slate of my destiny. The wait was long for this sojourning pass. My game was lost in the gatekeeper's hand. They've opened doors and rolled the carpets out. If I befall tragedy, will I upset history? Flirting with fate, ruining the slate of my destiny. Should I lift my exposure or enter disclosure? My Hoi running over, Polloi granting cover. Should I lift my exposure or sign non-disclosures? My Hoi running over, Polloi shifting cover. The story's out, I'm fighting on the ground. Their rumors fuel with an alarming sound. I'm splashed on screens, I run their paper rounds. But if I fault identity, will I alter legacy? Flirting with fate, skirting the weight of eternity. Should I lift my exposure or enter disclosure? My Hoi running over, Polloi granting cover. Should I lift my exposure or sign non-disclosures? My Hoi running over, Polloi shifting cover. I've gone through the darkness, I've bumped into realness, I've tasted true success and made to be silent, but I won't remain speechless or undertake stillness. I've overcome weakness, I forfeited sweetness.
I hold your hand, I hold you close, I never run away. With you I stand, with you I stay, I'll never go astray. You're not crazy, I am crazy for you. Only you. Voices call, voices state, trying to overtake. But Jack, if you hear abuse or feel rebuked, be strong and overcome, 'cause you're not crazy. We're not crazy. Only you has my view. Why do you fear? Why can't you stand, knowing I'm always near? Fight the fight, We should go home. Don't run away. Don't run away. We should go home. We should go home.
Look at the colour of my face, at the colour of my skin. Should I tell a different story? Are we not the same human race? Aren't we family and kin? Or do I have a different role to play? Do you exclude my life and skill? Do they conclude the right to kill? When a reunion's underway, do you halt and break away? Don't we have the same fingered hands by the same human arms? So did you give a cold shoulder? Don't we have the same human eyes by the same human mind? So there's nothing to smoulder. But your judgments are surface-based, rooted in an imperfect case, travelling in an uncertain race with a worsting pace. You're privileged in all your class, relying in who you are, whilst everyone's striving hard. Your heritage plays its cards. You're living unknown, with everything owned. You've nothing to loan, but you search for a moan as you perch on your throne. I'm prone to your victimizations, under accusations and subject to all your assumptions, leveling all my frustrations, locked in a system that fears my bouts and gumption. Every feeling comes under fire, whole emotion crosses wires. Every reason is analysed and scrutinised while trying to bridge the gap. While longing to heal, I'm trapped. My potential remains untapped, my essentials restrained and scrapped. You call me unknown, out there on your own. Inclusion disowned, appeals overthrown. But if we get to know, if we plan so, we will come to blows. We will form and grow. If we get to know, if we give it a go, if kindness is shown, then love will flow. If you take a breath, make a walk to lift the pearly the skies, you will see a big difference. If you make a stretch, want to talk and initialize, you will see a big deliverance. Look in my eyes, this is hurting me. Look at me, there's nothing wrong with me. I have a place, an identity and destiny. If history alters wrongs, refining where fault belongs, deciding to get along, deciding to settle strong. We can live and atone, we can make truth our own. Derision dethroned, division disowned.
Clocks. Timing is present and life's a gift. Shocks. Call the familiar and fall to chance. Frogs lay inside beauty, reveal your truth. Logs brush the peculiar and hold a stance. Ticking of the clock grills as nothing stands still. You want to freeze. You want the breeze to be at ease. Stopped in the track, clocks holding back. You don't hear a sound. You try to shout, but nothing comes out. You whisper a name. You fight to define who you are. Your past resounds, scrolling through memories, holding on desperately. This isn't a game. You tame your wonder to calm the thunder. The ticking of the clock grills as nothing stands still. You want release. You want to breathe. Stopped in the track. Clocks holding back. We thought of him daily from dawn to dusk. She was first and put highly, no one above. We placed them upon our cherished trust. We shared the most beautiful, tender love. If you're down in the docks, hold your head highly. Welcome the mocks. Walk in the power of who you are. Stocks, there's more inside you. Rocks, stay true to the power of who you are.
Okay, so next up, we've got the amazing Bradley Judge. Some of you may know him from the phenomenal production of Pippin, which was the greatest thing in the world back in, when was that? Southwark 2018?
I think, yeah, it was Manchester 2017 and then Southwark 2018.
Well, thank you for joining us, Bradley. It's absolutely very kind. And obviously, thank you for doing Dominic's work. Like, how have you found it? How have you found recording in this weird and wonderful way?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy thing to do, especially because I'm singing a duet as well. So it's trying to kind of sync up and respond to someone who isn't there. And it's just a very weird thing, but it's fun, you know, it's something new. And we've got to make things work the way that we can with the situation that's happening. So,
No, of course. And,
yeah.
and can you tell us anything about the song that we're going to be hearing you sing?
Yeah, so it's a love duet. It's kind of lustful. I'm sure Dominic can explain more about it properly. But yeah, it's a wanting song. It's about two people wanting to be together. So yeah.
Perfect. Okay then, Dominic, it's over to you. Tell us a bit more.
Yeah, so this one is Lie With You. It's from a musical called Legend. It basically is set in a game, and you've got Mo and Terry, who are both against each other. And Mo finally wins Jane, who's the object of the game. and having to fight for each other, they finally win, and they get married. And this is a song of commitment and wanting to be together.
Amazing. And this isn't obviously the only song we're going to be hearing. We're also going to be hearing, is it In Time? Is that the one we're going to be hearing?
Yeah, In Time.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about In Time as well?
Yeah, so In Time is a song I wrote ages ago. It's based on my own personal relationships, and it's basically just about waiting for the right time, kind of the opposite of Lie With You, and waiting for, you know, relationships to be in the right place, ready for intimacy and togetherness and belonging.
So I know I speak for myself and probably everyone else. These are our last two songs of the concert. So thank you, Bradley. Thank you, Dominic. Thank you, every single person who has helped us through this concert series from now to the start and to the future. We really appreciate the time, Bradley and Dominic, and all the other performers and the editors and the directors, everyone who's helped on these. Really, really a big thank you from everyone at the barn. So, Bradley, do us the honours, and can you introduce the last two songs?
So the next song is Lie With You, sung by myself and Emily Chesterton. And then finally, we've got In Time by Omar Baroud.
Touch my skin and burn my insides, so I'll go deeper.
Roll your hands, rip through my body, and I'll go further.
Let my guard fall for you, sweep me away.
Like a moth flying in the darkness, like a potter shunning the artless.
I want more than anything to lie with you.
Turn the page, scroll through my secrets, so you're my keeper.
Take a step and I will follow. Yes, you're my preacher. Let my heart fall for you. Lead me astray like a letter signed with a promise on the hardest night in August. I want more than anything to lie with you. Don't cut a corner or skip a beat. Don't trip and fall or fall asleep. Get in position. Start my ignition. Fill my systems, refill my contents, so you're my healer. Choose your rhythm, select your movements, for you're my teacher, for you're my leader.
I know how you long to feel. I know that you're waiting. But could you be patient, please? Could would you hold on for me? The road is rough, the days seem long, but my goal is you, to be with you, to be with you. In time I'll heal inside. In time I'll be here. Just you wait for me. Speak with me honestly. Speak what you're thinking. I don't want to leave your side. Oh, I want you to stay inside. The road is rough, the days seem long, but my goal is you, to be with you, to be with you. In time I'll heal inside. In time I'll be here. Just you wait for me. There are things that I could do. There are words that I could say. But before I go, just know that I love you, that I see you. In time, oh. In time, you'll see a better me. Just you wait and see.
People have missed the escapism of live theatre. The fact that it's coming back, and it's coming back in this way that is safe and socially distanced, is really encouraging.
France put place a really detailed plan of how to keep audiences safe, using masks, as well as putting in place temperature checks and hand sanitisation.
The live element is the real beauty of what we do.
If you're going to be one of the first to set up a festival, the responsibility is definitely on your shoulders. Everyone's taking that incredibly seriously.
It's a very safe environment. The Barn Theatre are following all the COVID-19 procedures. You guys can come for a night out at the theatre.
It's great to be able to get out and do something again.
I was a little bit apprehensive, but it's been put on really well.
It's nice to get back to a bit of normality.
Really good.
It was amazing. Did you like it?
Really funny.
Brilliant. Loved it.
Absolutely amazing.
I think this is a really great way to bring theatre back.
It feels fun and friendly, but you're also completely safe.
I would feel safe myself going to the theatre here, absolutely.
Everyone has been starved of live entertainment. We opened Barn Fest and it was a great success. Hooray!